You're seeing candles at the open, they start to move, and you're freezing. Is it this candle on the 2 minute? Is it this candle on the 5 minute? Am I supposed to follow the MACD in combination with Bollinger Bands? I'm seeing charts like this on people I coach constantly when they come to me. Literally, I couldn't trade off of a chart like this. It's not a strategy problem that traders have. It's a signal problem. They don't have clear triggers. They don't have clear setups, especially near the open when the market or a stock that moves can be super volatile. And the result is mistakes, becoming impatient, and messing up what should be a super easy trading day because of those non-clear setups. I'm going to show you one of the clear setups that I use today in this video. I'm Steven. I'm a former market maker and arbitrage expert. I teach simple trading setups, focusing on power bars and the anchor line. And that's what I'm going to be showing you today. Here's what most traders experience at the open. The market's moving. You see something that looks like a setup, but you're not sure whether it is or not. So you wait too long and you either miss the setup or you jump in early and the trade immediately goes against you. You don't know where your stop is supposed to be, so you don't know whether to get out. You may add to a losing position, and all of that becomes expensive. It's not just because you're missing trades, but because you're taking the wrong trades because of the uncertainty that you have. And it messes up your psychology for the rest of the trading day. I see it over and over. It's not that you're not concentrated on the market and what's going on. It's because you don't, again, have a clear, defined setup for entry into a position. When you have that clear setup, the guessing stops. You either have the setup or you don't have the setup. And if you don't have it, you build patience and wait for that setup to appear. Let me show you exactly what I was looking at on the cues this morning. First, for those of you who recently saw my fence bar setup, this is what that looked like this morning. It's not what I'm going to be going over as the main part of this video, but the fence bar setup, which again, I'm not going to teach it, but this was the fence bar this morning. This is the 5-minute chart. And let me make sure my anchor line is on there, which is just right, the 20 simple moving average. Right, there's my anchor line. There's my fence bar, the upper fence rail, the lower fence rail. You had a push out of the fence line. You had this retrace. This for me is like close enough for a retrace. Some of you are going to say, wait, it didn't quite get to the line. It didn't touch the line. It didn't pierce the line. Remember, we wouldn't have seen this candle, which got a little bit closer to the line at that point. So whenever I do one of these videos, obviously it's 2020 hindsight on looking at the video. This to me was close enough that you could have taken the fence bar trade at this point. It would have been a short here, right there where it closed. It wasn't a perfect setup, as I said in my other video about the fence line trade. And the reason is my distance from the anchor line. That's not close for me to the anchor line. So it's not a perfect setup, but if you took it as a worst case scenario, it should have been a wash, right? This is about halfway through the fence. So that's where the stop would be. Entry, again, at the bottom where this candle finished. So again, I usually look for 2 times the risk. That's the risk on this trade. And on this trade, it didn't quite get there. Didn't quite get to 1 times the risk. Like I said, since it's not a perfect setup, I'm looking for less of a move. But again, once it got to close to 1 times the risk, either exit the position or tighten up the stop, one or the other. So for me, this would have been, again, maybe a losing trade around here as opposed to this stop up here. And I would be perfectly comfortable not taking this trade, again, this distance to the 20. So call this one a wash or a small loss, either one. But that was the fence bar this morning. It's not what I'm teaching in this video. What I'm teaching in this video is the power bar setup. I'm literally going to just erase these. The power bar setup, and again, if you want the cheat sheet for the power bar setup, comment power and I'll send you that. This is what the power bar setup looks like. You guys are familiar now with the anchor line. I'm going to switch to the 2-minute chart to show you guys the setup, which also played out on the 5, which I'll show you in a few minutes. But on the 2-minute chart, which is my preferred intraday trading vehicle, I'm looking for a candle that is mostly body, that is larger than the candles around it, that begins at or near my anchor line, and that clears support or resistance to the left. So basically, I didn't have that set up until here this morning. This could have been a power bar setup that didn't clear resistance to the left. So it doesn't meet the criteria of a setup. Again, the setup for me needs to be clearly defined. And for my best trades, I want literally a checklist of all the items I just mentioned. This one doesn't meet the checklist, so it's not an entry. You get a pullback to the 20, and then these 2 bars, I'm okay even with these 4 bars, but these 2 bars combined gives me a power bar that clears that resistance to the left. It begins at or near the 20. Entry is here. After the bar closes, the stop is here. Again, clearly defined setup. And you can see the trade never challenged the stop, never got close to the stop. And then we had, a nice move higher in the Qs. It was the same in NVIDIA that I was looking at this morning. The same setup happened. And I want to show you something that helps me in entering on the power bar. And that is the W pattern right here. Not only did you get this entry with the anchor line, I think I didn't say I want it heading either in the direction of the trade or flat. That's one of the criteria for my setup. And that's met here as the anchor line is moving higher. But anytime I can find additional information, or I have additional information the market is giving me, I'm going to take that. I call it stacking. I'm stacking information into the setup or on top of the setup. This is a W pattern. In a W pattern, the buy trigger is at the high of the middle of the W. So basically the same point, right? It's that resistance level. It's the same point as with my power bar, which again, I combine these 2 candles to get my power bar off my anchor line. clear entry here, clear stop, additional information that's positive going in the direction of my trade. My anchor line is going in the right direction. And again, just a nice trade for 6 points at the top here. Say it was 4 or 5 points if you got stopped out in either the 20, either places where Qs went back and touched the 20. You can go for, as I've talked about, that's the risk. That's the size of the risk. So in this trade, essentially, you could get 3 to 4 times your risk off of this trade. I do have an indicator that I use to more easily see the power bar when it fires. It was this indicator here would have fired. You don't need an indicator to see that. Believe it's fairly clear, but that's linked to below if you want to look at that indicator. I'm just going to take it back off because, again, you don't need the indicator to see the power bar. And then later on in the day, we had another like clear power bar that fired here for another 6 points at the top. Or getting stopped out at the 20. Mainly, I'm talking about ways to enter the trade, not necessarily exit it. Again, you can go for 2 times your profit. You can use the 20. You can put an 8 on. You can look for patterns like this, hairpin turn. This is a spot where if I were in this trade, I would have my stop now up at these levels at a minimum. And probably at this level now, just use the 20 as it's sort of consolidating. And we are also in the day, the market closed. So it closed while I was making the video. But that's how I would follow that up. Exit at the close if you're exiting, by the 4 p.m. close Eastern time for me. So multiple ways to take profit. But again, not a complicated chart, not a ton of indicators. I'm just looking at price action. I'm looking at my anchor line. I'm looking at my power bar, or looking for my power bar. It's great if I can get a W pattern or a double bottom, which is also what you have with this, basically. A hairpin turn for me is nice to have, to signal a reversal, but I don't need that, right? I need my power bar to fire off, to clear resistance to the left, for my anchor line to be moving either with or not against my trade. And that's it. 2 trades for the day. Nothing complicated. No 15 indicators. Again, but a very clear signal, a very clear stop, and then multiple ways to take profit, right? I knew this from the minute this candle closed. I knew everything about my entry. I knew everything about my trade, except where it would eventually end in profit or in loss if it came back and hit my stop. There shouldn't be any anxiety around the trade because it's defined. The takeaway from this is you don't need to trade more. You don't need to jump into a trade when you think there possibly could be a setup. You don't have to trade the open if you don't want to. You need a clear signal, whether it's this trade or another setup that you find. You need a clear signal, one that tells you exactly when to enter and where your stop is, so you know exactly what you're risking before you click the buy or the sell button. For me, one of my best signals is this power bar. And when it shows up at the anchor line, especially if I have something to stack with it, like this W pattern, that's where I'm entering the trade. I hope this simple setup helps you in your trading, making it clear, less anxiety filled. Again, if you want the power bar cheat sheet, comment power in the comments below and I'll get that to you. If you want to take a look at my indicator, it's linked to in the description below, and is good for, helping you spot power bars. But as you can see in this video, I wasn't using the indicator to show you, because it's not that hard, right, to find these power bar trades like this. One last comment: if you're still here, maybe you've seen my other videos I've been doing the past couple of weeks. What you'll note is at the beginning, again today, this is a pattern that played out last week, and I pointed it out in videos and in comments to my videos that I've done. Right now, we are in a pattern of opening lower and bouncing higher. We did it literally every day last week. So coming into today, the pattern I was looking for, on top of looking for a power bar, seeing the W, was open lower and move higher. The market gives you these patterns. They're, again, not that hard to pick up. Look at a chart for the last week, for the last couple of weeks, see if there's a pattern there. If it is, pay attention to it and try to take advantage of it until it doesn't work anymore. That's it for me for today. If this video was helpful, please hit like and subscribe. And thanks for watching.